Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. What amazing scenes at the end. The last kick of the game. Villa led in the first half. Arsenal got back into it. And then it was a case of who wanted it more. And Villa wanted it. Bendia with the winner. And Villa, are they contenders now? Title contenders. 3 points off the top. Arsenal defeated for the second time this season. 4 points from their last 9 games, Arsenal. Is this the wobble we knew would happen? Look, it was going to happen. There was no way Arsenal were going to go through this Premier League season coasting through it. They're having their wobble now. Chelsea draw, Brentford win, Villa loss. Their next game in the league is Wolves at home, so they're definitely going to bounce back. But we have got a title race. And to be fair, Villa today, tactically, this is why for me Emery has to be one of the best pound for pound managers in Europe, because first half they were the better team, they deserved it. Arsenal, Arteta tweaked it, and for 15 minutes they were good, and then from that point I felt Villa came back with another tactical switch, and across the game they definitely deserve something, and I think across the game that they probably deserve to win it. So Arsenal need to lick their wounds and look at that. And look, mitigating circumstances. They're playing a lot of games. They're missing 3 centre-backs, and but they've got enough quality on the pitch in the midfield and the attack to create more. So defensively you can say, well, you know what, but 2 goals at Villa, you might expect that. Where are the 2 goals from Arsenal's attack? I thought Arsenal's attack today wasn't very good, and they looked a bit lethargic, and we expect Villa to attack them, and Arsenal are used to playing teams that park the bus and get the set pieces, but maybe today I would have expected more from Arsenal because there was a lot of space there, but they just weren't at the races. So answers in the comments. What was Arsenal's problem today? Because was it just that Villa were better? It could be that, or were Arsenal just a little bit leggy, a little bit, tired, a little bit unimaginative. Lots of shots, but lots from distance.
Arsenal going down to Villa 2-1. We're within seconds of getting a point, but conceded very late, and we lose for only the second time this season, Christian. Christian, your thoughts?
Yeah, disappointing. It was always going to be tough. Villa in great form. Been winning games, I think, was it 8 out of the last 10 or something like that. Beat Man City at Villa Park. And yeah, going into it without Gabriel and Saliba. I said this after Chelsea, it's obviously going to play a massive part. I don't want to harp on about injuries, but when they've been the best defensive partnership in Europe, of course it plays a part. You can see from minute 1 that it plays a part. I thought Nketiah came in, did well for most of the game. Timber's never played at centre-back for us before, Mosquera gets injured against Brentford. All of a sudden he's starting at centre-back against the most informed team in the league. Ben White hasn't started a Premier League game since, midweek. All of a sudden he's starting again against the most informed team in the league in Aston Villa. So we had a makeshift back 4. And I think we saw that in the first half. We were giving up way too many chances. Yeah. Simple balls in behind. Ollie Watkins was getting on pretty much every single time.
That seemed to be a tactic of theirs, didn't it? The 100%. Ball over the top.
Of course. Don't get me wrong. Timber's great, but he's not a centre-back. Or in this team, he's not a centre-back anyway.
Yeah, and sorry, for everyone that says Arsenal have already won the Premier League is never won in November or December, right? This is the Premier League.
Listen, fair play to Villa. They pressed it and they got the result.
Game over.
Listen, that's their cup final.
Arsenal won. Our second loss of the season.
Disappointing, very disappointing result, considering we could have nicked it.
Gyökeres gambles on that chance.
Yeah, I know. You just got to go. You got to go for it.
Noni misses it on his right foot, and they go down the other end and score and win the game.
Can we not all acknowledge that since going on, particularly in the last 20 minutes, that the only team that really looked like scoring were Villa?
Going back to 1-1, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The last 20 minutes, the team that was on the front foot looking to score a winner was not us. It wasn't. It was Villa.
You say that, but we actually had more shots than they did. And more possession.
What, shots on target?
Yeah. I think that we needed to have been a little bit more defensively responsible. I kept saying, let's just take the point.
Just looked all over the place. You could see, when you haven't got to both of your centre-backs, you've got a makeshift player playing at right-back who's never played centre-back in Timber, who doesn't play centre-back for us. You've got Ben White, who's coming out of the blue, out of the cold, Had a good game against Brentford midweek, but come on, man.
Listen, we were unfortunate. It is what it is. Listen, these games are won sometimes like that to death, and it hurts. But listen, you can't win every game. We're still top of the league. It is what it is.
We can see
Move on to the next one.
We've got
as well. Listen, we've got the Champions League game, rest some players, and then obviously Wolves next weekend. You'd say that's got to be a guaranteed 3 points.
You know what I would say, guys, right, is that, and this is why I say we should have taken a point, I think the psychological effects of this could be quite